appreciate that.
Thank you. How's it going, man?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Your name is Josh, I presume?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Josh.
Nice to meet you too.
How goes Tuesday for you?
It's okay. It's like every other day, honestly. Just school. And I'm headed to work.
What are you studying?
Civil engineering.
Civil engineering. My mind hurts just thinking about it.
Sorry?
My mind is hurting just thinking about it.
It's not as bad as it's bad.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as the other engineering fields.
What does it employ a lot more of? Is it math? Is it?
Yeah, it's mostly math.
Mostly
In
math.
fact, like it's all math actually.
Okay.
Yep.
Which year are you in?
Third year.
Third year. So it's getting pretty serious for you, isn't it?
Yep. Very serious.
Have you thought of if you have the right choice, or are you confirmed that this is it?
I believe I have the right choice because I was meant to do something different because my parents wanted me to do something different. But I said this is what I want to do, and I'm very, very comfortable with the fact that I'm doing this. Yeah.
Cool.
If I feel like if I listen to what my parents had to say, I'll be very miserable right now.
So what did your parents suggest?
I think they wanted me to do electrical at the time.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, still in engineering, but like that would have been it wouldn't have been the option that I wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Now the challenging part for most young people is following their parents' influence because they kind of feel that sense of obligation. How is it that you found there's something to say, I'm going to go a different direction even though you really wanted this? Because that's like a tough thing, isn't it?
yeah, it actually wasn't the easiest thing to do.
I believe you.
In fact, like my dad is okay with it, but the
Yeah.
person who's not okay is like my aunt.
Yeah.
She's still not okay with it, like to
Yeah.
this day, you know.
Yeah.
So it wasn't actually easy.
Yeah.
I had to be
Push through.
very, very decisive for
Yeah.
myself. You know?
Yeah. And how did you get that though? Because I can imagine so many young people in your scenario who are locked into something that they don't feel convinced about. Or
I feel like also like my parents are not that, they're not very extreme, you know. They will let you do what you want to do at the end of the day. They'll try to convince you, but at the end of the day, they just let you do what you want to do.
And your aunt has more influence than your parents?
Not that she had more influence, but if I was her kid,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have a choice.
Oh, I see.
That's probably the
I
difference.
see. And a huge part of that challenge for most who are in that position is to either do what their parents or influencers tell them because they are controlling the money,
Yeah.
or break ties and then go the hard track of trying to figure it out on their own, which may be a much slower process and more fraught with uncertainty.
Yeah, definitely. Interesting, because like I don't know anyone like that.
Yeah.
But I definitely know people who had no choice basically, because they are not paying their own school fees, you know? Which is a little bit sad.
It's not easy.
But yeah, I feel like I made the right decision.
I think so too, because in the end, you're the one who's responsible in the long run,
True.
and
Yeah.
you're the one who actually knows a lot more than even your aunt about what's going on internally.
Exactly.
And I think they're maybe operating from a different season too, Josh, in the sense that they're thinking more so, here's my impression of how you're going to survive in this world in a good way. Whereas we may not be thinking more so about survival and, efficiency of whatever choice that they had for us, but more so about purpose and fulfillment of what we're applying ourselves to, right? And so we don't really sign up for that narrative that they're trying to say, you're not going to be successful over here, this is a bankrupt idea over here, versus here's where you're going to be able to have food on the table, nice home, nice car, that kind of thing, at the expense of what you really feel your purpose should be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very insightful. Yeah, that's true.
Listen, I'm going to ask you, we just got to have a couple minutes here. I like the things we're talking about. I think it would serve, I'm going to make a request. Please feel free to say no. I'd love for you to say no if it's not your jam. This topic here, I feel would serve my online community really well.
Okay.
But I know I never post this kind of content, and I'm talking about a video here, without explicit, enthusiastic consent of the one I'm wanting to include as well. And so the request is if you'd feel comfortable with me posting this video for my followers online. Again, please feel free to say no if you're like, actually, this isn't my job. I'm a private person. That kind of thing is totally like legitimate for other reasons that I may not even know. But I just wanted to make that request. How do you feel about that?
Like in the video, you already have the video right now.
Yeah, this is my security camera that's going on in my vehicle here. But for such conversations like this, where I'm like, this is good stuff that we're talking about, I also ask for permission if they're an enthusiastic hell yes for being a part of this endeavor, because it's really important for my consent.
Honestly, yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah?
100%.
Okay.
Also, I would actually like to, see your website.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
Let me get you to start on a consent form here. This is a consent form I have just to say, hey, you understand why I'm asking for this? And I'll leave you my card here that will enable you to see the kind of things I do online.
Okay.
This is an experience or a perspective in engaging that I don't find very common, and so that's why I'm like,
Interesting.
I would love to be able, and a lot of my followers are young guys,
I see.
and like I was saying, it's not an easy sell.
True.
It's not an easy sell when you're standing up and saying, I'm going to actually take the independent route here.
I agree with you.
What do you do for work?
I'm a receptionist.
Cool.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a temporary job though. It's not permanent.
Yeah.
So it's just like
A stepping
enjoy it
ladder.
while it lasts.
Yep, for sure. I hear you. Maybe a bit of a reprieve from your studies as well.
Sorry?
Maybe a break from your studies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be social and interact with other human beings.
Exactly.
Practice those social skills that,
Because like with the online school,
yes.
it doesn't help at all.
Nope, I believe you.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
No problems. Here you go.
This here's my card.
Okay.
My website is not up and running yet, but the platforms you see on the back there are where I'm posting consistently on.
Okay,
So
sounds
there's
good.
YouTube. My handle is the same for all of those ones
Sounds
there.
good.
Yeah.
Just right here is okay.
Right here is awesome.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good
See you
day.
again.
Enjoy the conversation as well.
Best wishes in your studies, Josh.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it. All right,
Good
take
luck.
care.
Bye, man.